And I can comfortably say that they should be ashamed of themselves. A lot of these so-called negative reactors, they had been in position to criticize the travel commando for a very, very long period of time. But you see, there is time for everything. There is time to sow and there is time to harvest. And now this is a time actually they're starting to harvest from what they sowed. Now, some of the reactors, the negative reactors, who have been really talking so badly about the travel commando, they are actually failing to provide for their family. They're failing. They fail completely. They have now left their parents to be moving up and down in the village, trying to roam around looking for food to eat. And I can assure you, the level of desperation these parents are really facing, it's alarming. And this has been caused by the so-called these negative reactors who are actually their children. Because the travel commando was able to help this family of ANASTO MOGESI for a very, very long period of time. Actually, the travel commando used to help to support these people, giving them some pocket money to go to school, even paying part of their school fees. But when the travel commando opened their eyes to show them the right thing to do, they turned against him, they started fighting him, and they started calling him all sorts of names because of the smaller dollars that were being sent to them from these other countries. I can assure you, it is really becoming so ugly that actually the so-called negative reactors in the village who used to not make themselves look like they're so irrelevant, in the village, are actually doing nothing even to their own family. It is very, very shameful that the old man was able to climb the travel commando wall fence and throw himself, to the compound of the travel commando like a drum. You can imagine, Please, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. We are still continue with this video very, very strongly. Man of that standard is still roaming in the village looking for food, yet he has boys who are capable to do farming and they have land. They have land. But their father is moving up and down, looking for food from the person they have been calling so bad. How can you allow your father to go and jump from the wall fence of the person you guys says is very, very bad to go and look for food? This man fell like he fell from heaven to the compound of the travel commando. People just realize that he is already in the compound of the travel commando, and that is the person they have been saying is a very, very bad man. The old man was not invited. He just found himself there. He found himself there. This man, if you look at his eyes, I see danger. He has eyes that is really alarming. The eyes that are so provocative. Eyes that are... Food. If you want to know the true color of a human being, you attempt them with food. Attempt them with food. Even when they are sleeping, like that old man, when he is sleeping and you pass with a piece of meat in his nose. ANASTO, what are you doing? You are not even ashamed of yourself. You are not ashamed. What has taken this old man actually to this family is food, not even clothes. food. It is alarming. And this is a person, these individuals have been calling him all sorts of names, abusing him, insulting and talking so badly about him and the entire family. Then you expect us to come here to sanitize you, that you know it was like this and this and this. Shame on you. Shame on you. You know? These individuals have been talking so braggantly. Now you can see how they have been exposed. You can see how they have been exposed. You cannot provide for your own father. You cannot provide for your own family. You know? And then you are making your father to go and disturb the peace of people who are there celebrating themselves. Celebrating and enjoying with the children. What's wrong with some people? If you have not been invited, it means they don't want you there. And me, I'm very happy that the travel commando was able to stand on his ground and say that no, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Let me tell you, whether this old man was trying to confess, trying to talk so nicely, he was only looking for ways how can he contain himself at the travel commando's place. It is so wrong, and I repeat, it is so wrong for people to be conducting themselves in the way these individuals have been conducting themselves, threatening everybody in the village, threatening the travel command, threatening his father, his mother, and everybody in the family. And then you see people with no shame throwing themselves in the compound of the travel commando. If you are the one, how would you really feel? The travel commando actually did the right thing to confront this old man because he has failed in shaping his children. He has failed. He should be in position to take responsibility for the action of his children because these are his children. You should not be shifting the problems of your home to the travel commando's home. You should not be shifting his problems to Congress home. This is so wrong, and we condemn this in a very, very highest terms. You can imagine what this old man is really after. You know? Very, very alarming. Before that, let us first listen to this clip, and then when I come back, we are going to continue with this video very, very strong. Let's watch this clip, and then let me come back.
No. Mzee nimekataa. Yo naangere. Nimekataa. This guy, his friend is Mokami. Your name is?
Mokami Thomas.
Can you tell people what I did to you this week, now that you are
my
here?
My friend, I appreciate very much.
What did I do?
Paid my son's school fees balance.
Last week?
Yeah. In fact, I appreciate.
Hey.
And even the son is
ingia waone hapo nini ka unaweza pata. Pitia mlango hapa.
Even the son is on.
Yes.
Yeah, he went back to school.
This mzee, I don't want anything to deal with him because his kids abuse me, his sons, and he is a father. He cannot guide them.
No, he's supposed to.
I say no. No. Hiyo I say no. Huyu hata rafiki yako juzi nimempelekea mtoto shule.
Exactly.
How much money did you give me?
Nothing.
Yeah, I didn't.
I really
did you give me any land?
No.
Yes, you just came explain to me,
yeah,
and
you helped me.
And guys, this is a coincidence. I didn't plan this. I didn't plan. Yo naangere. Yo naangere ta. Anaangere. Because wewe ni baba ya watoto. Me, I'm saying no. I have to stand firm. Ile mambo ya kunikanyaga. Mimi watoto nimelisha hapa. Watoto nimewapeleka hata shule, watoto wako nimepeleka wao shule kipindi wanatafuta pesa hapa ya michanga. Mimi mwenyewe pocket money. How many times did I give your son pocket money? And they're abusing me, and you as the father, you cannot guide them. Guys,
you can imagine, you can imagine you have reached the place and they're telling you, we don't want you here. And you're smelling the aroma. You're smelling the aroma of food. You're talking. They're confronting you, but you're very busy. They think the smell comes. It goes. Comes. It goes. Comes. The old man said, no, I'm not going anywhere. Whether you want to say. You can imagine, after all that confrontation, that old man refused to leave the compound. He refused. He refused to leave the compound. He said, no. Whether you want to do what, I'm not going to live here. So, I understand there are possibilities that send this old man to spy. But when he reached the travel commando's home, the act of spying, the mentality that he has gone with there disappeared. Because he was confronted, and then secondly, what confused him the more was actually the smell of food. The aroma within the compound. Disorganize everything. Aroma disorganize everything, and also, and I hear this old man, it's alleged that this old man, when he was sitting, when he was sitting at the wall fence there after eating the food, that he was saying, it's alleged that he was saying that if they denied him food, people were going to see danger. He was promising to practice how to hang himself. He was going to practice how to hang himself. ANASTO, you should be ashamed of yourself. If it is actually true that this old man was saying that if that refused to give him food, let me tell you, if you are here and you always talk badly about the travel commando, that he is a bad man, you have now seen by yourself that even the people who think they hate him, they will always want there to eat. They will always want to go there to get something to put in their mouth. And the travel commando did not refuse to give him food. They gave him. He ate. And now when he was on his way going back, he was still repeating that if they refused to give me food, I was going to do something very, very dangerous. I was going to, that allegedly wanted to, he will hang himself. Hang yourself because of food. Food that your children did not provide. How can you go to somebody's home with such a negative behavior? Really people should style up. ANASTO and MOGESI, you should be ashamed of yourself. Very, very shameful indeed. You guys are idiots. I want to make it very, very clear. You should be ashamed of yourself, and you should stop talking badly about the travel command. Because actually it's feeding you. It's feeding your father. It's feeding your brother. It's feeding your entire family. Please style up and learn how to respect people. This old man has ashamed them, and I can assure you they will be continuously ashamed themselves. The truth will always prevail. You cannot be willing to destroy a good man. A person who is able to surrender his finances to give you money to go to school, give you pocket money, support your family, buy for you food, You have just seen from the clip that I played. You know, there is that man who was moving with that old man. The travel commando was able to give that man money to go and pay school fees for his children. If that is really a bad person, would he be doing all those things? Those are not his children. He did not participate in producing them. But he has a heart of gold to support his people in this community, because he knows very well education is the light. If his parents are not educated him, he would not be in the position where he is right now. And he wants also to show the villagers that actually education is the key. And that is who the travel commando is. Please, if you're here, learn to support the truth. Learn to see the truth. And the truth is actually the travel commando. These so-called villagers who are making useless stories to try to talk about him so badly, these are people, these opportunists, these are people who only after causing commotion. I would really want to make it very, very clear. You cannot destroy a good man. For the travel commando to reach the level he has reached, God has allowed him to reach that level. And the opportunity that God has given him, he is actually trying to use it well to support other people. Because actually the pride he has in his heart right now is to support other people. And I can assure you, he has tried supporting a lot of people. But he has realized that supporting big people is actually a problem. So he has resorted to bring young children closer to him, because these children are very innocent. And now that he is also a father, he knows how important and very, very important children are in the community. And that is exactly the reason why he has been in position to take his time to share with his children what he has. That is a right man. That is a good man. And that is a person that people are supposed to be supporting, but not people who actually want things for themselves. Please, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe and like and comment. And please always come back to watch my videos. I really appreciate. I saw this so-called fisherman was coming with allegation that actually the things were distributed to children the day they were supposed to go to school. And he was saying that actually the things were distributed on Monday, a day these children are supposed to go to school. Please, if you are not aware of things that is not happening, do not open your mouth, because these things were distributed on Sunday. And the travel commando made it very, very clear, you know, that we are distributing the things over the weekend so that all these children are around and they are in position to get something for themselves. He made it very, very clear, you know. But when you look at this foolish man, the so-called the fisherman, who is so desperate for everything, I understand the day they were distributing those items, he was there at the wall fence of the travel commando, peeping that he was actually there at the wall fence of the travel commando, on the side of the fish pond. He was there trying to peep, but you know, the distance between that part of his fish pond and actually where the actual distribution was taking place, you could not actually see well. But somebody spotted him when he was peeping at the fish pond side, trying to see what is actually inside. You can see the level of desperation this so-called the fisherman is actually having. He thought he would be the only person who can be in position to distribute things to the villagers. But people have now proved him wrong, that actually you are not the only person who can do this. Other people can actually do that, no, even better than the way he did it. I can assure you. The travel commando has ashamed them, and actually they're lacking words how to express themselves in public. The only thing they're remaining with is to admire and to appreciate, because actually there is no way, there is no opportunity that was given to them to talk so badly about the travel commando. They called the carrot. That woman is just having her problem. That woman is actually wishing that if the travel commando was actually her husband. That is for me what I've realized. She's really feeling it. She's so desperate. So desperate. You know? So when you see her opening her mouth, that Karo woman from Goma, it is desperation. She is very, very desperate, because actually being a second wife is not an easy thing. You face a lot of challenges. You are supposed even to force smile where a smile is not supposed to be forced. You know? Because you have to please the man each and every day. Even when you are annoyed, you have to force a smile. When you are not happy, you need to force yourself to be happy. Actually, that woman is not a happy woman. I can assure you this. She is a very, very desperate woman, and she's trying to shift her desperation to other people. And I can assure you that time is going to tell. And time is going to prove all these things. I can assure you the right person to be supported is actually the travel commando. And please, if you have not yet subscribed to his YouTube platform, go and check. I am _Marwa. That is a right man to be supported in ensuring that a lot of good things are coming in the village. So that let us shame these individuals who are trying to tarnish his name, who are trying to destroy him. And I can assure you they will never succeed. In Jesus' name, say amen. Type amen. Well, I like what is happening. This is what is called real drama. An old man wanted to take off his life because of food. Like his children cannot be in position to buy for him food. Very, very unfortunate. And he was able to say this when he was sitting at the wall fence of the travel commando in the compound. You know, that actually if these people had not given me food, it was going to be fire. ANASTO, you are stupid. I have never seen a stupid boy who can abandon his parents, who cannot provide for his parents. Yet these people were able to raise you when you're young until you reach the level where you have reached. And I can assure you, these children, if they are not very wise, their father is going to sell all the piece of land. He will sell everything. He will sell, because he's not seeing good in this. He's not seeing anything good in these children that he was able to raise with his own sweat. He was able to provide for them however little he used to, but he tried all his best to support these children. But now these children have reached a point where they are not supporting him, and yet again the person who would be in position to support him is actually the travel commando that these very children are very busy criticizing and talking so badly about. You know, it is really very, very unfortunate, and it is annoying to see this old man moving in the village, very, very desperate, having even no good clothes to put on. Yet there was opportunity for him to get good clothes, to dress very well, like a very decent old man in the community that people are supposed to respect. But because of his children who don't have a future, who don't have eyes to see the right thing, he was able to go into the wrong direction. And now this old man is really facing it rough because of the problems that his children were able to cause. You know, it is really very, very painful to see this old man facing what he's facing, but he deserved it because he did not nurture these children well. Please, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment. And please, always come back to watch my videos. I really appreciate your big support to this platform. Let's meet again in our next video. It is starting to rain outside, and I would really want to end this video. Let us catch up in our next one. God bless you. See you again in our next video. Blessing upon blessing.